Yusrin Zata, how does the airport, especially the Soekarno-Hatta International, where you're at right now, prepare for welcoming both international flights and also domestic flights?
Well, there are indeed some strict regulations here in Soekarno-Hatta International Airport for international and domestic flights. And for domestic flight itself, the passengers need to be tested negative by PCR test for those who have their first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. And for those who have already the second dose of COVID-19 vaccine, they need to be tested negative of antigen test. And for international flight itself, as stated before by the government of Indonesia, that Indonesia allows 2 airports for international flights, including Samratulangi International Airport in Manado and Soekarno-Hatta International Airport in Tangerang, Banten. And today's situations in Soekarno-Hatta International airports shows that it's pretty busy around here, especially in the check-in gate for both domestic flights and international flights. And the international flights itself, there are some passengers are arriving from overseas. Most of them are migrant workers and some of them are foreigners. And according to the airport data, shows that this month average, that there are nearly 900 passengers arriving in Indonesia, and most of them are stated as migrant workers. And there are several strict regulations for international passengers. The first is they have to be fully vaccinated, or they have to be vaccinated for at least second dose, and they have to be tested 3 times by PCR test during the arrival times until the 8 days of quarantine times. And even so, Angkasa Pura II, as the authorities of Soekarno-Hatta International Airports, say that they're still waiting for flight regulations during the pandemic from the Ministry of Transportation of Indonesia and from the Indonesia COVID-19 Task Force for further implementation.